Okay, so we started with information transfer. Information transfer, you get two types of questions where one question you get is verbal to non-verbal and the other question you get is non-verbal to verbal. मतलब information transfer के option में you have information transfer only, either or. You have to solve compulsorily one. It comes for 5 marks. We saw verbal matlab a paragraph, non-verbal matlab a diagram. Now let us learn it in a deeper sense. Now let us learn the difference between verbal and non-verbal. Here's an example of verbal. Here's an example of non-verbal. Now, what do I mean by verbal? So whenever I have to convert a non-verbal to a verbal part, that is a diagram into a paragraph, how should my paragraph look like? What should it consist of? Now, my paragraph should be of at least 100 words in one or two paragraph form as per it is instructed to you all in your question paper. What you have to cover? So you have to cover all the points of your non-verbal diagram. You cannot add some extra information from your end. You have been asked about the cyclone. You know extra information than given in the diagram, but you are not supposed to act over smart there and write it down. Why? Because if you do so, you will lose your marks. Now, the next important point that we have is sentence formation. Constant and constant framing sentences of same type. He is happy. He said he is not happy. He said he will go to the park. He said then he will meet his friends. ऐसा formation will make you lose your marks again, which means they want to test my sentence formation skills over here also. That is, I have to use variety of sentence formation. Now, title, as I discussed with you all earlier for other writing skill topics, saying that we do not watch movie without a name to it. So similarly, no one is going to read your information transfer without an appropriate title to it. Imagine this being your movie and give a name to it. It's important for us to do a Namkaran Vidi. Now, these were the points that we covered now in case of verbal. What about my non-verbal? So similarly, for my non-verbal information transfer, that is in case they have given me a paragraph and I am converting it to non-verbal. How do I do it? So non-verbal is firstly a diagram form. Now, we get only one type of diagram. No, you do not have only one type of diagram. Rather, you have variety of diagrams. That is, it could be either a flow chart, a tabular form, a tree diagram, a pie chart, or a fact file. Either of this can come in non-verbal. So this gives me an idea that whenever it is verbal, that is a paragraph, to non-verbal, that is a diagram, I can get either of these options, that is a flow chart, a tabular form, a tree diagram, a pie chart, and a fact file. And whenever I have non-verbal to verbal, that is diagram to paragraph, only one option. Paragraph तो सब में same to same ही form होता है, कुछ variety नहीं होता. Now, how am I going to draw the diagrams in case of non-verbal? Diagrams should not be this small, should not be this huge, should be neat, accurate, of perfect size. How am I going to draw them? Use pencil only to draw them. And naming the diagram, you have to use a pen only. If you name it using a pencil, you won't be marked for the same because anything written in pencil, written, not drawn, written in pencil is not marked for your board examination papers. Again, though it is non-verbal diagram, नामकरण तो करना ही पड़ेगा. So you have to give an appropriate title to your non-verbal too, which means verbal, that is a paragraph, and non-verbal, that is a diagram, be it of any kind. You have to give an appropriate title. This is a common point which they share. Now, whenever I am doing a non-verbal, a diagram, I am not supposed to use a line, a statement. I rather have to use small phrases or just words depending on the type of diagram that I am supposed to draw. Now we will be learning each of the form of diagram with two types of questions, non-verbal to verbal as well as verbal to non-verbal in the same case of diagram in depth using the workbook questions. Okay. And for assignment, you have the same question to do for homework. So in this way, you will get an idea how to solve the workbook questions. You will get a recap of that, and then you can solve it easily for yourself at home. Till if you get stuck anywhere, I'm there for you. Okay. Anyone, any doubts so far? Anyone, any doubts so far? My voice is cracking a little bit today. That's the reason I'm recording the lecture too, because of the network issue, maybe from everyone's side, looking at the current climate. So now moving ahead. If I change my mic, the only problem is going to be that you're going to hear the voice of wind coming from my window and coming from my fan. Because in this climate, I cannot switch on my AC. It's already cold. Okay. Now, moving ahead, students, here is my first type. That is a tree diagram. Now, when I hear about a tree, the first thing comes in my mind, the tree that I can see outside my window, right? कैसे वो ट्री में नीचे रूट्स होता है, फिर ब्रांच होता है, फिर एक बड़ा सा स्टेम होगा, फिर ब्रांचेस होगा. Similarly, over here also, I am going to have a root word. On that root word, I will be having stems to that root word. After those stems, I will be having branches to those stems, and then some leaves, some flowers, some fruits, and this is how I form my tree diagram. Now, looking at my screen, you all can assume this as a tree diagram where my branch is desert. Oh, I need to change the ink. My branch is desert. So the branch desert tell me that ये मेरा paragraph होने वाला है एक desert के ऊपर. So looking at this, I can just form any of the title in my head for the same. Now, after you can see desert के बाद, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 stems to one branch. Now यार ये थोड़ा different tree है. Normally tree में एक ही stem होता है, but ये tree में 6 stems है. तुम्हारा English वाला tree ऐसा ही होगा. So tree diagram is going to be this way only, always, not only one stem. At times there are going to be many stems. So over here, as we could see, there are 6 stems to my root desert. Now these 6 stems are fruits, cheese, frozen, custard, gelatin, pudding, which tells me desserts are of 6 types. Fruit desert, cheese-based desert, frozen desert, custard, gelatin, and pudding. Now they have bifurcated them, or you can say they have given us the roots of my stem. That is, they have talked about the desert frozen desert. So in case of my frozen desert, I have 3 types of frozen deserts, which are soffles and mousses, sherbet, and ice cream. Whereas when I talk about my desert pudding, I have 3 types of puddings, that is a cornstarch pudding, a rice pudding, and a bread pudding. So now I have an idea about whole of my diagram. I can say about whole of my diagram, how the flow is going. So now in this flow only, I have to form my paragraph. It can be one paragraph, it can be 2 paragraphs. But what I suggest to my students always is follow one paragraph. If you follow one paragraph, you will be very clear कि तुम्हें किसके बाद क्या लिखना है और कैसा तुम्हारा flow जाएगा. जैसे I came watching a movie, I watched the movie VDLJ, I'm coming home, I'm explaining it to my friends. I won't say कि शाहरुख खान caught the train, Kajol was running, and ये पूरा जो part है ये पूरा जो पार्ट है, शाहरुख खान caught a train, Kajol was running. I won't say this part at the starting and then I will give that I will give the summary of how they met. Wrong. हम ऐसे नहीं बोलते स्टोरी. हम स्टोरी स्टार्टिंग से एंड तक जो हुआ था वो एक लाइन में, एक क्रोनोलॉजी में बोलते हैं. That's what you are expected to do when you convert a non-verbal tree diagram into a verbal paragraph. That is, you will start with the point of deserts, then you will explain the 6 deserts, then you will give the explanation of each of the desert explained to you all with those branches. That is first these and then these. This is how you form your non-verbal. This is how you form your verbal part. Clear, everyone? Am I loud and clear enough to you all? Clear, everyone? Clear, everyone? Clear, everyone so far? Now let us move ahead to the verbal part. Let us see how we have formed our verbal paragraph. So here goes my verbal paragraph. That is my answer to my question 1 of my non-verbal tree diagram. They have given us a title of delightful delicacies. We can put any title, delightful delicacies, delightful deserts, a summary on deserts. Let's grab the deserts. Anything, anything, anything. Eye-catchy, attractive title. Let us see how have they formed using different sentence formations. Deserts form an important part of any cuisine. There are a wide range of of options available in deserts. Fruits are served as desserts on various occasions. Different types of cheese also form a part of the desert menu. One of the most preferred options is the frozen dessert. Because they had to explain the types of frozen desserts, they told it is mostly preferred. Sherbets, ice cream, toffles, and mousses all fall under the category of frozen desserts. Custard is another delicious form of the most interesting part of the meal. Some menus are also include gelatin as a variety of desserts. And of course, lastly, another favorite kind is the pudding. Puddings are prepared in various forms from cornstarch, rice, and bread. What do I mean by pudding? So kheer is a type of dessert which is a pudding. So that's how beautifully, without adding any extra information, they have given us our verbal form. Everyone clear? Everyone clear? How do we form it? Everyone clear? Now moving to the part of non-verbal to verbal. Sorry, verbal to non-verbal. Over here, they have given us a passage and they have asked us to now prepare a tree diagram using this passage. So let us together prepare a tree diagram. Firstly, what we are going to do is we are going to find our root word from here. Very often we get confused while choosing the type of wood for our furniture. So this can give me an idea कि ये paragraph ना wood के ऊपर होने वाला है boss. We have abundant wood, but their uses and specialities are less known to people. Pine, walnut, mahogany are three of the finest quality wood used for furniture. So this can be my stems. I can say wood first, then I can mention the 3 stems saying walnut, mahogany, and pine, my 3 stems. Pine wood is cream in color. So I got second point. Saying color of the wood because pine का उन लोग ने मुझे color दिया है तो definitely walnut और mahogany का भी color होगा आगे. So my one branch to it is color. Since the solidity, second branch solidity is soft and lightweight. It is used for exterior millwork, turning, etc. My third branch is uses, and I have fruits and leaves for each branch. Color cream दे दिया है, solidity soft and lightweight, and use exterior millwork, turning. This way they have given me the leaves after every branch. Now they are talking about walnut. So walnut gets its natural beauty because of its dark brown color. Walnut का भी color दिया है, so walnut का color is dark brown. Its solidity, walnut का भी solidity दिया है, being fairly light. and then comes it is commonly used. Walnut का भी uses दिया है. So using all of this, I'm going to form my tree diagram. Mahogany, then comes mahogany. It's a well-known wood for furniture because of its luxurious reddish brown color. I got the color. It is most commonly used for exterior doors and windows in house. Uses, so exterior doors and windows in house. It is moderately heavy. I can say this is the solidity being moderately heavy, weight, right? So this is how I form or I pick up points of my non-verbal. Now, when I'm forming my non-verbal tree diagram, I know first thing that is my branch or my root. The root for the same is going to be wood. Woods used for furniture, different types of woods, variety of woods, anything could come in place of woods used for furniture. Now let us see how have they formed it. You cannot use full statements, full sentences. You just have to use one single word to form your tree diagram as we saw earlier at the time of our non-verbal to verbal. So the three types of our woods that we saw were pine, walnut, and mahogany. Then we saw the three branches to it, that is the three different types of the three main important points, that is color of each, uses of each, and the third we saw is solidity of each. So color, solidity, uses. Then we saw uska color. So pine ka color we saw was green, solidity soft and light, uses exterior, millwork, turning, etc. Then we saw walnut ka same three different parts, that is color, solidity, uses. The three different branches. Let us see what comes under these branches, the leaves. That is darkest brown, fairly light, high-end furniture, musical instrument. And so we do for mahogany, the three branches of color, solidity, uses, followed by leaves to those three branches saying reddish brown, moderately heavy, exterior doors and windows respectively. This is how we form our tree diagram from verbal to non-verbal. Now questions come asking that, ma'am, what are we supposed to solve in our examinations? Verbal to non-verbal ki non-verbal to verbal? So I would suggest whichever you find easier. तुम्हें जो easy लगे. If you find that मेरा paragraph easier and I can easily convert it into a diagram as asked without making any mistake in the structure, in the flow of the diagram, go for it. It's less time consuming. And if you think I will or I tend to make any mistake in the drawing of my diagram, scrap that option, go for non-verbal to verbal, that is diagram to paragraph. There's one advantage when you go from non-verbal to verbal, you won't miss up any point. You won't miss up any point. You won't make the mistake of statement form में लिखना, one sentence, one word form में लिखना, and you will definitely score 4.5. Same goes for your verbal to non-verbal, that is paragraph to diagram, because वहां पे भी तुम्हें chronology maintain करनी है. जैसे मैंने chronology maintain की. I gave the heading, I gave my root, followed by I picked up one word, I wrote the three branches, and I gave the leaf to those three branches as it was given to me in my diagram. अगर वो बाद में आता तो मैं वो बाद में करती. यहाँ पे पहले था इसलिए मैंने पहले किया. This is how you go with the flow and you receive your marks. Anyone, any doubt regarding tree diagram? Anyone, any doubt regarding tree diagram? Anyone, any doubt? Now moving ahead to the next type, that is flow chart. The word flow chart itself tells me I have to follow what? The chronology. Flow, मुझे flow maintain करना है. ऐसा नहीं आज birth हुआ, 80 years बाद death हुई तो मैं birth के बाद पहले death लिखूं. No, life event, any chronology given to you has to be maintained. Now over here, read the following passage and prepare a flow chart. Comes the part of verbal to non-verbal. Reading this passage, we are going to prepare a flow chart in the chronological order. That is, the years, the life events have to be followed. 2000 के बाद 2001 ही लिखना है. 2000 के बाद 2009 लिखा, फिर 2001 लिखा, no, you lose your mark. So now, as I can see, this is a flow chart about Michael Jordan. Who is he? So he is an American football player. So you can give a title saying flow chart on Michael Jordan, an American football player. Or you can just write American Michael Jordan and then start with the flow chart. Now, as you can see, you have to firstly mark over here the years. Just a minute. You have to mark the years so that you can maintain the chronology. So while reading, we'll mark those things. Michael Jordan is an American basketball player considered by many as the greatest basketball player of all time. MJ, as Jordan is popularly known, played 15 seasons in the NBA for the Chicago Bulls and Washington Wizards. Michael Jordan won 6 NBA championships with the Chicago Bulls and won 2 Olympic gold medals with the USA national basketball team. Jordan started his college career with North California. I got my 1 year. And his first name, he was named as ACC Freshman of the Year. During his 3 seasons at North California, Jordan averaged 17.5 CPG and 5 RPG. He was selected to the NCAA All-American First Team in 1983 and 1984. Then comes the part of 1984. So 1983 का पहले लिखो, फिर 1984 का लिखो. In 1984, Jordan entered the NBA draft. Jordan formed a formidable partnership with Scottie Pippen, and the duo led Chicago Bulls to the three-peat NBA championship from 1991 to 1993. So I can write the part of 1991 to 1993 pehle. But I have to mention what happened in 1993. Saying Michael Jordan announced his retirement, citing a loss of desire to play the game. MJ returned to the NBA in 1995. I can write about his returning part and led to the Bulls to their second three-peat from 1996 to 1998. Then in 1999, he retired again and returned in 2001 to play for Washington Wizards. तो उन लोग ने ये जो पूरा पार्ट पहले बोला था ना, उसका डिस्क्रिप्शन नीचे दिया है just to confuse you. After playing for the Wizards for 2 seasons, Jordan announced retirement for the third and final time. This is going to be my last point, and let us see how have we formed our flowchart for the same. We'll move a little bit faster because we are running short of time and we have to cover a lot of things. So here is how my flowchart looks like. Starting from 1981, where he started his college career and how he started. So as you can see, they have formed our flow chart, not in full statement, but using infinitives and just giving you main points in the statement. The greatest basketball player, Michael Jordan, starting with the flow chart in chronological order, event of 1991, then what happened in 3 seasons, then talking about 1983 and 1984, then talking about 1984, then what happened between 1984, then what happened, they led Chicago in between 1991 to 1993, then comes the part of he played 15 seasons that was mentioned to you at the starting, won 6 NBAs, and then comes 1 to Olympic gold medals. Now, why have they given me in this way? Because years mentioned नहीं किए थे, correct years और exact years, इसलिए उन्होंने भी यहाँ पे years mention नहीं किए हैं. Everyone clear with how my flow chart looks like? Important point when I draw my flow chart. My flow chart, as you can see on the screen, has to go as it is on the screen. That is, the size of my boxes of my flow chart has to be same. एक इतना बनाया मैंने, फिर दूसरा मैंने बीच में एरो यहाँ पे करके इतना बनाया, I will lose my marks. फिर तीसरा मेरा एरो यहाँ पे आया, I will lose my marks. I have to follow this order. एक एरो के नीचे दूसरा एरो और हर बॉक्स की साइज सेम होनी चाहिए. If I'm using 2 lines to make 1 box, my second box has to be drawn with same length, with same breadth, using same 2 lines. After that, if I'm using 1 line for arrow, उसके बाद भी मुझे 1 line ही use करना है for arrow, as you can see on the screen. Clear everyone? Clear everyone? Now moving ahead to the part, they have given me a flow chart. I have to form a diagram. I have to form a verbal paragraph from the same. So read the information given below and prepare a paragraph based on it. As you can see, they are talking about money over here. So first, initially, it was bartering and exchange. Then we got cowrie shells. Then we had metals in 1000 BC. Then we had coins in 600 BC, paper money in 1000 AD, that is after that, before Christ and after that. Paper money, 1000 AD, then 1400 AD, we had banking in Europe, then we had gold standard in 1816, 1950, we introduced credit cards, plastic money was introduced in 1990s, and followed by 2011, where Google Wallet and clear exchange of money came into existence, that is internet banking. So now, using this flow chart, I am going to form my पैराग्राफ फॉर द सेम एज यू कैन सी इन लोग ने क्रोनोलॉजी मेंटेन की है दो पहले 1200 बीसी फिर 1000 बीसी फिर 600 फिर 1000 फिर 1400 फिर 1816 as you can see they have maintained the chronology while forming their flow chart and using the chronology we are going to form our paragraph अगर यहाँ पे पहले बार्टरिंग बोला है तो हम बार्टरिंग ही यूज करेंगे फिर काउरे यूज करेंगे फिर मेटल्स फिर कॉइन्स फिर पेपर मनी एंड सो ऑन वी आर गोइंग टू फॉलो आवर फ्लो and also giving definitely an appropriate title to the same. Here we have the answer. Money matters. You can write a description about money or any XYZ title to form your paragraph. Giving you all a minute to go through the paragraph given to you all on the screen. Any doubt, you can ask me. Why I am telling you all to follow the chronology while converting it into a paragraph, so that you do not tend to miss any point. Just while explaining a description of a movie to our friends, we tend to lose some climax or anti-climax of the movie and we be like, yeah, shit, मैंने उसको वो climax नहीं बताया. Same यहाँ पे होता है. Climax नहीं लिखा, paragraph का mark जाएगा ही जाएगा. Clear? A second to read the same and then we shall move ahead with the next part. Done, everyone? Done? Okay, moving ahead now. Here you can see is a pie chart. We have learned how we draw a pie chart in geography, but हमारा English का pie chart is going to be a little different. हम उतना description और उतना detail में pie chart नहीं बनाएंगे. Okay, we are not supposed to do this designing part and drawing part and coloring part in our English pie chart. Okay, clear? Now my question over here tells me that observing this pie chart diagram given to me, I have to write a paragraph on it. Simplest of all, 26% Facebook है, 16% YouTube है, 14% Skype, 14% Instagram. I can use a line Instagram and Skype are shared equally among the youth, saying 14% each. 13% Twitter, 12% Snapchat, 5% Musically. Okay, now using this, let us form our paragraph for the same. Same, follow. How are you going to form it? तो अगर तुम Snapchat, अगर तुम Facebook से चालू करते हो तो go in this way only, go in clockwise order to avoid any point getting missed away by y'all. Okay. Now moving ahead, just a minute. Here you have a paragraph from the same. You can give any kind of title, simply social, social word, life or sociality. Then you can write youth involved in social in social culture. Then you have internet blowing the mind. Anything you can use as your title and you can form your paragraph. As you can see, social media has become a modern day necessity with such a wide variety of platforms available. Everyone's preferences greatly differ. Then we have Facebook. Then we have Facebook ka percentage 16% given to YouTube, Skype and Instagram given 14%, 13% to Twitter, and see how they have differently formed their sentences, giving you the description of each. This is how you form your paragraph without missing out any point. They have not even added any extra information. Half a second to read it, how they have formed it, and then we can move ahead to our next point. Fast. Digitally connecting, yes, Kavisha. Done? Done reading? Done reading, everyone? Okay, now moving ahead, let us see how have they formed a pie chart from my verbal passage given to me. So this is my verbal passage. Let us directly move to the percentages of this verbal passage. So they are basically talking about diet over here, the dietary consumption, 30% to food, 23% protein, 18% vegetables, 15% dairy products, and 9% to grains, and 5% remaining nutritional requirements. Now re-log in using the same ID password and we will continue. Re-log in using the same ID password and we will continue. Ma'am, please reconduct the meeting fast. Please reconduct the meeting fast.